Abby. You're in my spot.
She knows it's playtime.
All right, go get it. Hi everyone, this is Queenie.
I'm Jonathan.
So welcome. This is just our little flow at home, our own practice, just because we need to move and flow a little bit. But thank you for joining us. We're gonna get started.
Coming to a comfortable seated position, cross-legged or kneeling. Pull the flesh out from underneath the sit bones and sit tall. Palms can rest face down or face up. Close your eyes. Allow the body to settle for those first few cycles of breath. Following the breath in through the nose and out through the nose. Comfortable and easy. Take one more inhale here, filling belly, ribs, and collarbone. Fill all the way up. Open your mouth, sigh out the breath. Connect palms in prayer at heart center, thumbs rest into the sternum. We'll start our time together to the sound of a single Om. Inhale. Blink the eyes open, send the legs forward, lie down on your back. Once you're lying down on your back, bring the feet together to touch, flex the feet. Press the palms down into the floor next to the thighs. Nice, tucking the tailbone slightly here. First, start by lowering the low back down into the floor, engaging the low back, engaging the abdominal wall. And then if you'd like, pushing into the heels, feel the bum start to get light. The bum gets lighter and lighter until it might actually start to lift up, even just a couple inches up off the floor. Feeling the back of the legs engage, the muscles running up and down your spine engage. One more inhale. Exhale, lower the hips down to the floor. Hug both knees into your chest and give yourself a squeeze. Rock to the left and the right. Massage those muscles running up and down the spine. And then flexing the feet, hands behind the knees, start to rock the length of your spine. Use a bit of momentum here, rock forward, plant the feet, and stand up. Inhale, reach the arms up, grow tall. Exhale, hinge and fold over the legs. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, place the palms, step or jump the feet back, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog, heart pulls forward. Exhale, back over the toes, downward facing dog. In that downward facing dog, the knees might have to be bent the first couple times. Press into the heels, lift the hips up. Inhale, shift forward, high plank. Exhale, back to downward facing dog. Inhale, shift forward to plank. Exhale, back to downward facing dog. And last time, inhale, shift forward, plank. Exhale, back to downward facing dog. Slowly walk your hands towards your feet. Finding a forward fold the back of the mat. Reach the arms up and back behind you, interlacing the fingers. Squeeze shoulder blades together and drive that fist up and forward. Notice the chest, the shoulders, the hamstrings, the muscles running up and down your back. Last inhale, fill up. Exhale, release the arms. Crawl the hands to the top of the mat, downward facing dog. Push the floor away, feel the hands really grip the mat. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, bend the knees, step or jump lightly, top of the mat. Halfway lift, inhale, extending the spine. Exhale, fold. Root down into the feet. Inhale, come all the way up. Reach for the ceiling, grow tall. One more cycle. Exhale, hinge and fold over the legs. Halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale, place palms. Step or jump the feet back. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Heart pulls forward. Shoulders drop back. Exhale, back over the toes. Downward facing dog. Abby knows a thing or two about that. Walk your hands towards your feet. Find a forward fold back of the mat. Sweep the arms up and back behind you, interlace the fingers behind the back, squeezing shoulder blades together. Drive the fist up and forward. Breath flowing comfortably. In through the nose, out through the nose. One more inhale. Exhale to release the arms. Walk the hands to the top of the mat. Downward facing dog. Hello. Watch out, Abby. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, bend the knees. Step or jump lightly, top of the mat. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale to fold. Rooting down into the feet, inhale, come all the way up. Reach for the ceiling, grow tall. Exhale, palms into prayer, Samasthiti, Tadasana.
And from here, if your legs together, bend your knees. Inhale, come into chair. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift, breathe in. Place your hands down, Vinyasa, send the legs back. From down dog, sweep the right leg up, breathe in. Step it forward, bring it between your palms, come to a lunge. Inhale, arms reach. Exhale, cactus. Inhale, elbows back. Float your heart up. Exhale, place your hands down. Step your right foot back. Feel free to keep it floating. Chaturanga. Bend the right knee, squeeze the heel in. Lift your chest. Exhale, back to down dog. Right leg in the air still. Breathe. Step your right foot forward. Bring it between your hands. Open up, warrior two. Reverse your warrior. Breathing in. Exhale, windmill the hands down. Lift your back heel. Send your hips back, straightening the front leg slowly. Lengthen the spine. Take another inhale. One more exhale. Bend your front knee when you breathe in. Place your hands in prayer. Lean forward. Front leg stays bent. Lift your back leg. Bring your left knee behind your right. And then place your left foot down. Lift your right heel. Cross your legs fully. Come into eagle legs. Feel free to hook the foot. I like not hooking. Jonathan likes to hook. Press into your hands. Sit a little lower. Reach your arms up. Breathe in. Cross your left arm under the right. Eagle the arms or hold your shoulders. And then exhale, squeeze elbows to knees. And breathe. Unravel your arms. Place your right foot forward in front of the left. Lift your left leg up. Place your hands down onto the mat. Breathe. Stay here. Or if you want, you can play a little bit. Try to lift the hips up. Using little hops. Or try to float the leg by lifting your core. And then when you're ready, we'll send the legs back. Chaturanga. Move through your vinyasa to your down dog. From down dog, sweep your left leg up, breathe in. Step your left foot forward, bring it between your hands, reach your arms up, come into a lunge. Cactus your arms. Inhale, elbows back, lift your chest. Exhale, place your hands down, send your left leg back. You can keep it floating for your vinyasa. Breathe. Once we're back in down dog, left leg is lifted again, breathing in. When you exhale, step your left foot between your hands, open up warrior two. Reverse your warrior. Stay here for an inhale. Exhale, bring your left hand down, right hand down, back heel lifts up. Send your hips back, straighten the left leg. Lengthen your spine. Breathe. As you inhale, bend your left knee. Connect your palms in prayer. Send your right leg up. Bring the right knee behind your left knee. Squeeze your inner thighs. Gently come to your eagle. Place your right foot down. Lift your left heel, left toes. Crossing the leg completely over. Hook your feet or don't let them hook, but squeeze your legs together. Inner thighs are active. Arms reaching. Breathe in. When you exhale, right arm under your left. Hold shoulders or bring your arms to eagle. Pull your elbows away from your chest. When you exhale, bring your elbows towards the knees. Squeeze your legs together, especially if you're not hooking your foot. And even if you're hooking, don't dump all the weight into your knees. From here, unwind your arms. Stay low to the ground. Place your left foot down. Lift your right leg as you bring your hands down to the mat. So right leg is in the air. Stay here, getting the left leg to lengthen, lifting from your core. If you want to practice little hops, try to float, lifting the core up, lifting your butt up. Breathe. And when you're ready, vinyasa, sending the legs back.
It's tight in this corner, Queenie.
Sorry. Take an inhale. Sigh it out.
Lower the knees down as wide as the mat. Big toes touch the back of the mat. Child's pose. Balasana. Now in your child's pose, reach through the arms. Make the spine really long and the arms really long. Pushing into the forearms and the wrist. Lift the palms up away from the floor. So really extending the wrist here. Extend your fingers here too. Keep breathing. Can you make one more wrinkle in your wrist, pulling the hands towards the forearms? And then carefully release. Just relax. A little more passive. Not very aggressive or active. Abby's enjoying the sun. I can hear her panting from here. Start to shift forward. Come to your forearms. In your forearms, palm pushing into the floor. Step the feet back to the back of the mat. Forearm plank. Turn onto the outer edge of the right foot, inner edge of the left. The right hand can come so it's a bit more of an angle, palm to the center of the mat. And then lift the left arm up or hand to the hip. Feeling side body engage here. Lift that right hip a little higher away from the floor. Shoulders stacked. Take one more inhale. Exhale, release left forearm down to the floor. The hand can come in so the arm's a bit more of an angle. Turn onto the outer edge of the left foot, inner edge of the right. Right hand leaves the floor and either finds the hip or reaches up. Both work well, especially if you're not used to feeling where the hips are in space. They're kind of sinking. Hand on the hip can remind you to lift that hip up into the right hand. Take one more inhale, squeezing left side. And then exhale, release right forearm down to the floor. Back in forearm plank. Push the floor away, feel the upper back round. Use an exhale, lower the thighs and pubic bone down to the floor. Heart pulls forward, sphinx. If you have the space, hands go a bit wider. Seal pose, heart lifts up, heart pulls forward. So it's almost like you're grabbing the front of the mat like a handle and pulling yourself forward with the hands. It's not just pushing, it's a pulling action. One more breath. Exhale to lower all the way down to the floor. Slide the palms under the shoulders, tuck the toes, high plank. Inhale, one straight line. Exhale, downward facing dog. Sit bones lift up. Right leg lifts up, three-leg dog. Exhale, bend the knee, stack the hip, make that right knee the highest point. Now feeling left side engage, lift the right leg up higher. Really feeling the effort in both sides. Exhale, right knee, left elbow, twist and touch. Inhale, send the leg back up. Right knee, left elbow, twist and touch. Inhale, send it back up. And last time, right knee, left elbow, twist and touch. Take the knee to the forehead, step the foot in between the hands. Rise up, inhale, high runner's lunge. Exhale, left hand forward, right hand back twist. Inhale, back through center, arms reach up. Exhale, left hand forward, right hand back. Inhale, back through center. Last time, left hand forward, right hand back. Lean forward, take the left elbow outside the right thigh. Palms can connect in prayer, heart reach for the thumbs. Lean the left shoulder blade and right shoulder blade back a little bit towards the wall behind you. You can reach the arms apart or find a, Queenie. Find a bind if you have the space.
Smacked me in the head.
Just a little bit. A light, gentle touch into the forehead.
It's okay, I kicked you in the face last time.
This is true. Take one more inhale. On the exhale, release the bind, release the hands, come back up. Woo. Inhale, high runner's lunge. Hello, right leg. Exhale, release fingertips down to the floor, pause, lower the left knee down. Make a decision. You're either wiggling the right foot forward for full splits or shifting the hips back, just the right foot forward, half splits, Ardha Havanasana. Both work well, they're just a little different. If you have a really tight hamstring, you might just take the half variation first, not overdoing it. Extend through your spine, reach the crown of the head forward. Take one more breath, and then carefully you're coming out of your shape, either full splits or half. Planting fingertips or palms next to the right foot, pick up the back knee. Lean forward over the right leg, more and more weight into the right foot, until the left foot floats up, the hands float up. Warrior 3. You can let the elbows and the knees bend, left knee taps the right calf. Inhale, extend. Exhale, tap. Inhale, extend. Last time, exhale, tap. Inhale, extend. Inhale to stand up like nothing happened. Left foot meets the right. Grow tall. Catch the left wrist with the right hand. Pull that arm up. Exhale, squeeze right side body and lengthen the left. Back up on the inhale. Exhale, hinge and fold. Nice, big toes touch, knees hug in as you inhale, bend the knees. Reach the arms up, chair pose. Take the palms through prayer, twist to the right, left elbow outside the right thigh. Heart reaches for the thumbs. Knees stay side by pulling that left hip back so the hips stack. Look down at the right big toe. Take the weight out of the left foot and into the right. Carefully step the left foot all the way back. Take one inhale, leaning your shoulder blades back. Exhale, release hands down to the floor. Step back, feel free to float that right foot. Chaturanga up dog. Moving with your breath. When you meet in a downward facing dog, pedal at the heels. Give your head a little shake. Feel the length in your legs, in your spine, in your arms. Nice, one last breath. Open your mouth, side out. Left leg lifts up, inhale. Exhale, bend the knee, stack the hip, make the left knee the highest point, feeling right side body engage to get that extra little bit of height. Exhale, left knee, whoop, right elbow, twist and touch. Inhale, send it up and open. Left knee, right elbow. Inhale, send it up and open. Last time, left knee, right elbow. Take the knee to the nose. Step the foot in between the hands. Rise up, inhale. High runner's lunge. Exhale, right hand forward, left hand back, twist. Inhale, come back through center. Exhale, right hand forward, left hand back, twist. Inhale, come back through center. And last time, right hand forward, left hand back, twist. Lean forward, right elbow outside the left thigh. Palms can come into prayer. Arms can reach apart. Find your bind. Watching out for someone if you're practicing with them. Crown of the head is reaching forward. Lean your shoulder blades back. Take one more breath. And as you exhale, carefully release. Fingertips down to the floor. Stay with it. Nice. Lots of weight into that left foot. Lower the right knee down. Almost forgot. Shift the hips back and forth a couple times. Make a decision. You're either continuing to wiggle that left foot forward, full splits, or shift the hips back, right hip over the right knee. Wiggle the left foot forward, Ardha Hanumanasana, half splits. Following your breath, in through your nose, out through your nose. I think the sweat portion is working. I'm getting sweaty. Last breath, in through the nose. As you exhale, carefully come out of the shape. Pick up the back knee. More and more weight into that left foot. Take the weight out of the right foot, pressing it up towards the ceiling. Warrior 3, Virabhadrasana C. Palms can press up here too. The elbows and the knees might start to bend. Use the exhale, tap the right knee to the left calf. Inhale, extend. Exhale, bend. Inhale, extend. Last time, exhale, bend. Inhale, extend. Stand all the way up like nothing happened. Right foot meets the left. Use the left hand to grab the right wrist, pull the arm up. Squeeze left side body, lengthen the right. Inhale, back up to stand. Exhale, hinge and fold. Pause in that forward fold. Big toes touch, knees hug in as you inhale, bend the knees. Reach the arms up, chair pose. Exhale, palms through prayer. Twist to the left, right elbow outside the left thigh. As your heart reaches for the thumbs, notice the tendency for the right knee to come forward. If that's happening, pull the right hip back so the hip stays side by side. Take one more inhale, lean the shoulder blades back. Look down at the left big toe. Take the weight into the left foot. Exhale to step that right foot all the way back. Revisiting the twisted runner's lunge, leaning the shoulder blades back. One more breath. Release the hands down to the floor. Step back, Vinyasa, or right to downward facing dog. Move with your breath. There is no rush. From your down dog, there's an option. You can lower the knees down as wide as the mat. Hang out in child's pose. Catch your breath. If you'd like to do a bit more strengthening, forearms to the floor, interlacing the fingers, stepping the feet back. You can hang out here in your forearm plank. Options for inversions. If supported headstand is your jam, Shirshasana, tucking the chin, top of the head to the floor, walking the feet to your face, and finding your Shirshasana headstand. If you'd like to practice forearm stand, that is an option. It's up to you.
So in forearm stand, make sure your elbows don't separate too wide. You want to keep them always shoulder width apart. Whenever your head is not on the mat, you're welcome to add little hops to lift up But when your head is on the mat, please do not jump into your headstand. If you need to use the wall, use the wall. If you have someone there who can be your spotter, you can ask them, you can pause this video, or hold your plank, hold your child's pose, breathe.
Last 3 or 4 cycles of breath, whatever you're working on. When you get to your last exhale, there's no rush. You might fall out a couple times. Come down nice and slow. We'll join our friends that are in child's pose. Relax. And as you settle into the mat, breathing in through the nose, out through the nose. Noticing what might start to shift in your shoulders, your hips, the length of your spine. Last inhale in child's pose. And as you sigh out the breath, walk your hands towards your knees. Come up into a kneeling shape. Space. In the kneeling shape, reach the arms back behind you, interlace the fingers behind the back, take the fist towards your right hip. And then lower the right ear towards the right shoulder, lengthening the left side of your neck. So as we access the cervical spine and the lateral line, turning the chin down accesses more of the back of the neck, levator scapula and upper traps. Turning the chin up, a bit more of the front of the neck here, SCM and scalenes. So you have to find the orientation that works best for your neck. If you're finding that you built up a lot of tension with the flow that we just did, a lot of upper body stuff in that, you might be using your neck and your jaw, right, in an effort to get the shoulders to activate here. Keep the neck and the jaw relaxed as you use the upper body. Come back up through center, release the arms. You can give the hands a little shake, roll the shoulders, look over one shoulder and then the other. And the same idea on the other side, reaching the arms back behind you. You might interlace the other way, other thumb on top, big fist to the left hip, lower the left ear towards the left shoulder, lengthening the right side of your cervical spine. Breath comfortable and easy. As you find your orientation, either chin down or chin up. Notice the difference between left and right, not judging it, but aware. Last inhale, fill all the way up. And as you exhale, carefully release. Come up through center, give the hands a little shake, roll the shoulders, look over one shoulder and then the other. Nice.
Coming back to your downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in here. Open your mouth, sigh it out. We'll float the right leg up again, breathe in. As you exhale, bring your right knee, touch your right elbow. Lift it back up, inhale. Again, right knee, right elbow. Lift it back. Right knee, right elbow, pause. Bring the right knee outside your right elbow, pause. And then step the foot at the right edge of your mat. Bend the right knee so the knee stacks over your ankle. Walk your hands one big step forward. When your elbows bend them downwards towards the mat. Your back knee stays lifted. Push your left heel back. Take an inhale. When you exhale, bend your elbows. Bring them downwards. Maybe hover the mat, maybe tap. And then when you inhale, I want you to lift your elbows back up. So just like that, exhale, lower. May not touch the mat, don't worry. Lift back up, breathe in. Again, exhale, bend. Lift back up. Walk your hands back in. Left hand will stay, right arm will lift up. Twist open. Stay in this twist. You can move your right foot back halfway. You can bring it all the way back. You can grab the right big toe, float the leg. Pick what works for you. And then can we send the right foot back where it started? Bringing the right foot back to the right edge of the mat. Walk your hands forward. And then maybe grabbing blocks, bringing your elbows onto the blocks, or just bending them, let them hover, or bringing right down onto the mat here. Breathe. Try to keep your back leg strong, pushing your left heel back, left knee stays lifted. One more breath in. One more breath out. Lower your back knee. Come back onto your hands. And push your hips back, keeping your right foot at the right edge of your mat so that the stretch changes a little without the foot between your hands. And then perhaps walking the hands further away from you. Pushing your sit bones back. Don't worry about trying to bring your face down. Instead, try to reach your head forward. Breathe. Walk your hands back in. Bring your right foot between your hands. Good. Sweep your left foot back, so your back foot, sweep it in a little and start to walk your knee out as you sit down. So you're sitting not on your heel, your foot is kind of out to the side, separating the legs. Good. Right hand just to the inside of the right leg. You can flip your palm up, left hand to the back of your head. Lift your left elbow, lift your left ribs, right arm can slide forward. Left hand can stay. Try to turn your left elbow up to the ceiling. You're also welcome to reach for your right foot or try to reach past the foot. Turn your left shoulder open. Breathe. Get that left side body to be really long. See if you can use core and leg strength to pull yourself up. Lean back a little so that you can lift your left knee. Place your left foot onto the mat. Good. Using help of the hands if you need, you're trying to lift your hips up so you're coming into Skandasana. Good. Ground into both your heels. Hands can stay. You can try to widen the stance a little if you need to. You can also bring your palms in prayer. You can also bind your left leg. Take one more inhale, one more exhale. Release your hands. Place your hands down. Lift your hips up so you're facing the side of your mat here. Shake out the legs. Breathe in, halfway lift. Breathe out, fold. First option, just fold forward. You can grab your ankles. Second option, if you are picking an inversion, see if you can lift your left knee up first. So it's like a puppy press. So lift your left foot up. So I'll demo first. Left leg lifts, bend the left knee, float your right foot this way.
And if you can't do that, but you'd like to invert any way that you need to get up into your tripod or supported headstand.
So taking some time here to play. Breathe. Taking 2 more breaths. And if your feet are lifted, just bring them down slowly. Shake out the legs, lift the head up slowly as well. Walk your hands back to your right foot. And shake out the hips here. Then can you switch your legs? So you can step switch your legs like Jonathan will show for a moment. Just stepping. You can lightly hop switch. You can switch your legs in midair. So whatever you're doing, you want left foot up the top of the mat eventually. Walk your left foot over to the right side. Bring your left leg into pigeon. If this doesn't work for you, lie back into figure 4. So you can just sweep your right leg forward, legs in figure 4 this way. We usually like to stay upright, so it opens the front of the right hip, lower belly. You're welcome to lie down, lie forward, breathe.
Add a twist, all kinds of fun stuff you can do.
Your back foot. Whatever you need at this moment. Really felt it in my left glute made from the puppy press. So this will help open up outer hip here. Breathe.
You can also do a more active version of pigeon. Instead of sinking all the way down into the stretch, tucking the back toes, push into the front shin, and lift up. You can do a little bit of pulsing there to feel the more active. So you can actually see which muscles have to work that we're trying to stretch. Whichever version works for you.
Good. From here, your hands will come back. So if you fold it forward, lift yourself up. Come back to your palms. Now tuck your back toes. Start to walk your right knee forward. Walk your right knee forward a little bit at a time. Good. Lift your left shin, flex your left ankle, bring your left ankle on top of your right thigh. You walk your hands in, tuck your right toes, lift the right knee, walk your hands back. Keep your right knee bent. Maybe you come into kind of like a one leg chair, left leg in figure four. You can fold forward. You want, you can fly your pigeon on this side. You're pushing your left shin into the arm, leaning forward, lifting the back foot. You may extend the back leg. You may keep the knee onto on the back of the left leg.
And because you're practicing at home, just be aware of everything around you.
Don't break any
Don't
pauses.
break anything.
Yeah.
Full stop.
All right, so from here, I just want you to let your left leg slide back down. Shake out the legs. Sway side to side. Feel your low back, your hips. Breathe in, halfway lift. Breathe out, fold. Stretch all the way up, inhale. And release your arms, exhale. Turn your head, roll the shoulders. And then breathe in, lift your arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Jonathan can catch up. Wherever you are on the mat, separate your hands and feet. Find your down dog, stay there. If you want a vinyasa, you can. Breathe through the nose, sigh it out. Again, breathe into plank, lower all the way down. Hands in front of your face, come into Sphinx. Stay in Sphinx or come towards Seal. Remember, anytime you're in a back bend, you're just trying to pull your chest forwards. Try to lengthen the low back rather than crunching into it. Press the front of your hip crease down, push your thighs down, tuck, almost like you're tucking your tailbone, draw the lower abdomen in. Take one more inhale. One more exhale. Good. Elbows come down. So you're still in Sphinx, tuck your toes, lift your knees. If you don't need the help of the legs, pull your belly up, lift into a forearm plank. Press into the hands. You might lift one elbow at a time, but see if you can try to lift both elbows up at the same time. Then walk your hands back in, downward facing dog. Send your left leg up, inhale. Exhale, bring your left knee, left elbow. Lift it back up, breathe. Two more like this, exhale. Lift it, inhale. One more, left knee, left elbow, pause. Bring your left knee outside your elbow, pause, and then place your foot outside. All right, walk your hands forward. Check that the left knee is 90. You're not surpassing the ankle from the knee. Breathe in, arms strong. Exhale, elbows bend downwards. Breathe in, lift up. Again, exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, lift up. Walk your hands in. Lower your right knee. Send your hips back. Straighten the left leg. Again, try to lengthen rather than compress, rather than press down. Lift forwards, push back. So the hips are pushing back, your head, your chest is reaching forward. Next time you inhale, start to bend your left knee. Right hand will stay, back toes will tuck, lift the back knee, left arm lifts up. Stay in your twist. You can move your left foot back halfway. You can bring it all the way. You can grab your left big toe. Lift your hips. Pick what works for you. And then when you're ready, we're sending the left foot back. So even if it's partially, you just step it back. Then bring your foot between your hands. Lower your right knee. Turn your back foot in towards the left side. Shift your weight back. Sit. Widen your stance. Good. And then from here, you're just flexing the left toes. You're always welcome to sit on a block. You're always welcome to take your legs in a slightly different position. Doesn't have to be here like this. Left arm inside the left leg. Right hand to the back of your head. Reach your crown forward to where your left foot is pointing. Stay here, or you can reach your right hand. Doesn't matter where the foot is. Extend. Breathe. Try not to let your right shoulder roll down. Pull it back. Like you're looking up towards the ceiling. Using your core to lift up. Breathe in. Release your arms. Lean back a little. Release your right foot. Place your right foot down onto the mat. And then from here, hands can push down. Try to lift your hips. You got it, Jonathan. Flex your left toes. Hands can stay. They can be in prayer. You can bind your right leg. Breathe. Slowly releasing. Hands come down. Lift your hips up. Shake out the legs. So if you're not planning to pick up the feet, totally fine. Hands can stay. You can hold the ankles. You can interlace the hands. Work on getting the hamstrings to open, but legs stay strong. Pull your thigh bones up. Squeeze your thighs. Press your heels down. If you have an inversion you're working on, you're more than welcome to. If you don't want to hurt other people or break things, you might want to shift. So this time it's lifting the right leg up. Go this way.
I trust you. I think.
Breathe. Taking another 2 breaths. Releasing, walk your hands to your left foot. We're switching the legs. You can step, you can hop, you can jump switch. Right foot at the top of the mat. Walk your right foot over to the left. Come into your pigeon. Again, you can take this, sit seated, setting your left leg forward. You can fold, you can stay upright. Breathe. Like Jonathan, you can add a twist. You can grab your back foot.
And if you did the active version on the first side, you can try out the active version here too. Tucking the back toes, push into the foot. The knee lifts, push into the right shin. The right hip lifts. We pulse a little bit. Fitting those same muscles that we're passively stretching. Be active here.
Taking one more breath here. And then we're bringing hands back at the top of the mat. You're tucking the back toes. You're starting to walk your left knee further forward. And then from here, pushing into the hands, you're gonna lift your front leg, flex the ankle, bring the ankle to the left thigh. Keep pushing to the hands, back toes are tucked, left toes are tucked, lift the left knee, walk your hands back towards your left foot. Bend the left knee, you can stay into your one leg chair, you can fold, you can fly your pigeon.
Watching out for everything around you.
Slide your right leg down when you're done, shake out the legs. Sway the spine. Grab opposite elbows or hug your legs. Fold.
Be in that dangle shape. Breathing in through your nose, out through your nose. And then turning the toes out in line with the knees. Sink down into a deep squat. In your deep squat shape, elbows inside the knees, heart to the thumbs. Feel the inner thighs. Okay, one more fun thing. One more. Forearms down to the floor. Plug the knees towards the triceps or outside the arms. Look forward. Pull the heels up to your bum. Itty bitty baby cobra. Why not? You've had a little play. Maybe the nose has to touch the floor, the forehead has to touch the floor, no problem. Bring the feet back down. You're back in your malasana, but make it a little more lazy. So rounding the spine, get the forearms down towards the floor. You can also reach the arms around the legs, binding the fingers. Breathe some space into the muscles running up and down your back. The spine and spinal flexion, rounding of the spine. We can stretch the muscles running up and down the back. When it's time to release, carefully releasing the hands, crawl them forward. Find your child's pose. Knees wide, big toes touch. Sink down into the mat. In your child's pose, walk the hands off the left side of the mat. Side bend, feeling right side body lengthen. Shoulders stay as level as you can manage. Breathe space into right shoulder and right ribs. So rather than trying to walk the hands further, we try to breathe deeper into right ribs, stretching the intercostals. One more cycle of breath. Come all the way back through center. Walk the hands off the right side. If there's obstacles, modify for the obstacles. You know, some of us with cozy apartments, I'll say, have to get pretty creative with our yoga practice. Breathe into left shoulder, left ribs. Feel the space you're creating. One more inhale, fill all the way up. And as you sigh out the breath, come back through center. Shift forward to tabletop. In your tabletop, any movements you think you need. Hips can go side to side, shoulders side to side. You can find cat and cow. You can also do those big circular cat and cows. Like your jumping rope with your spinal column. Last inhale, whatever you're doing. Use the exhale, come back to neutral, cross the ankles, sit to your bum. Extend the legs forward, give them a little shake. Lie down onto your back, no rush to get there. Once you're lying flat on your back, pause for a moment. Feel the length of each leg, each arm, the length of your spine. If you're getting any discomfort in this neutral shape, don't judge it, but let it tell you something about your practice today. Carefully bending your knees, bring the soles of the feet to the floor. Feet are parallel hip width. Press into the soles of the feet, into the palms next to the hips, and inhale, lift the hips up. You don't have to lift to your highest point. Feel as if the heels are trying to draw back towards your bum, engaging your hamstrings and glutes in this bridge pose prep. So the back of the legs actually get quite strong. If you want to go a bit further, interlace the hands behind the back, squeeze shoulder blades together, drive the fists down into the floor. You can also reach the hands towards the ankles or the heels and get a grip. If you have modifications you need to do, take those modifications so they feel better for your body. One more inhale, Setu Bandhasana. Exhale to release. Spine comes down. Windshield wiper the knees to the right and to the left. Yeah. You doing them?
Just do
Okay. Back to center. Second round, if you'd like to take another round of Siddhi Bandhasana, bridge pose, please feel free. Otherwise, palms set up by the shoulders. Make sure the elbows are hugging in. Don't let the elbows hang out to the side. That puts a lot of pressure into the ulnar side, the pinky side of the wrist, and it feels really crappy. Elbows hug in, push into the feet, push into the palms. Inhale, lift the hips up. You might pause for a moment on the top of the head before coming all the way up, hugging the inner thighs in, pushing your chest towards the wall behind you. Turn the gaze down towards the thumbs. All versions work well. They're just a little different. Lengthening front side body. You take one more inhale into front side. Feel some expansion here. And when it's time to release, carefully coming down. Releasing the spine one vertebra at a time. Don't shock the spinal column. Windshield wiper the knees to the right and to the left. And then coming back through to center. Connect the soles of the feet. Let the knees drop out wide. Supta Baddha Konasana, recline, butterfly pose. If you'd like, palms can rest face up next to the thighs. Face down on the hips. Or choose to interlace the hands. Take the hands behind the head, elbows dropping out to the sides of the room. If you feel like there's something missing from your practice, there's a pose that you must do for this practice to be complete, you're welcome to add it in at this point in time. If, however, you feel like you are ready for Shavasana, reach down with the hands, close the legs like a book, and step the feet to the top of your mats. Lie flat. If you need a longer Shavasana, press pause. Stay with your rest, you've earned it. Taking all those little fidgets to help you to find stillness. For 60 seconds here, Shavasana. Keeping some of that stillness in your body, bring the awareness back. Feeling the breath flow in through the nose, out through the nose. And just registering how your body feels. Your state of mind. Your emotional state. Gently nudge your awareness in the direction of your breath and lengthen each inhale, each exhale. Exactly. Move your fingers, move your toes, turn your head side to side. Give yourself a stretch on an inhale. Exhale to soften. Pick a side and roll to it. And then in your own time, pushing into the palm, come all the way up into a seated position, cross-legged or kneeling. Sit as tall as you can, soft and restful foundation.
Keeping the eyes closed, just noticing the effects of your efforts. And once again, we'll close with the sound of Om. Connect your palms in front of your heart. Take a deep breath in. Bow your head. Thank yourself for making time for your practice. And we thank you for joining us. Hope you're able to find some peace, love, gratitude on the mat today in your practice. Take that with you off the mat. Share it with the people you interact with. Namaste.
Namaste. Thanks everyone, really appreciate you being here. Again, if you have any questions for us, please send them. And Abby says hello.
Abby says bye.
Hope you enjoy our new YouTube channel. It is a little bit easier for us to get the videos posted there, but if you do want other content or to just follow us on Instagram, you can find us at Phair Yoga. Thank you so much.
We're gonna work on other videos as well, so it won't all just be like crazy flows, or it could be crazier flows.
True.
Yeah. So,
yeah.
Thanks.
Until next time, woof.
Yay, we're done. We're done.
We should take her out.